Before the success stories, the progress, there was you. You who made a choice to grow, to inspire, to overcome your own challenges. At NASM, we're in service of your limitless potential because when you keep growing, we all get stronger. And we'll never stop making your journey our mission. Join the fitness leader. Become a fitness leader. Become a certified personal trainer.
You're listening to the NASM-CPT Podcast with Richey, winner of the Share Care Emmy Award for Social Storytelling and the official podcast of the National Academy of Sports Medicine.
Hey, y'all, and welcome to the NASM-CPT Podcast. My name is Richey, and today we're going to be talking about something that's been going on a little bit too long. It has always gone on. These are always issues at almost every gym. Today we will talk about etiquette at the gym. Now, before I get started, I just want to say if I sound different or look different, then it is because I'm in a different place without an external microphone or an external camera. But hopefully this will come out to be pretty good, especially on this topic, because y'all need to hear this. Actually, y'all probably don't. Every one of you are probably got a soapbox about what I'm going to talk about, and then you're going to hit me up. In fact, do it. DM me after the show is over and be like, I can't believe you didn't add this one. I can't believe you didn't talk about this one. That's what bothers me. This is what my pet peeve is. It irks me when people and trainers and clients or members do these things. And if that's the case, send them to me. Hit me up on Instagram, dr.richey. Send that information in. Maybe I'll do a follow-up episode with some of my favorite ones that I didn't cover that y'all told me about. But the first thing that I want to mention, number one, easy. Here it is. Ready? It is a two-parter. It is be nice and be considerate. Being nice is not it doesn't mean don't be mean. Being nice doesn't mean don't be mean. Somebody can walk by you and you don't say anything and they don't say anything, and that doesn't necessarily mean you were mean. It doesn't necessarily mean you're being nice, right? So, but the considerate part is really the biggest one here because of your kindness, because of your consideration, because of your niceness. Many of the things below will or will not happen. So be considerate with things like this. Number two, which is really probably number one, put your stuff away. Put it away. When you get stuff out, put it away. Put it back where it belongs. Put it back where it goes. Okay. Weights, dumbbells, bars, bands, mats, cups. When you're done with your cups, throw them away. If you've got a water bottle and you're done with it, throw it away. Now, listen, I know that people leave cups out sometimes because you forget that you had them, you don't know where it is, you can't find it, or you just leave the gym and you forgot to throw the cups away. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about being aware of all of these things. When you get weights and somebody says, well, the step was out already, so I just used the step, but I didn't put it away because I'm not the one that got it out. I don't know if you know how things work, but that's not it. If you're in the house and somebody gets the milk out, and then you go, oh, hey, let me get the milk. And you pour the milk, and then you put the milk back down. You stare down the other person, wait for them to put it away because you didn't get it out. That's not how things work. This is etiquette. You're the last one to use it. You are the one that puts it away. All right? Put your stuff away. Just be considerate. Be nice. All right. I'll also say this as a pet peeve of mine, big time, is that if you pay a lot for your membership, it does not entitle you to leave your stuff out for the quote help to pick up after you. It bothers me so much that just because you pay for a membership, that you feel entitled to abuse people, that you feel entitled to make a mess and allow other people to clean up your mess for you. I believe that these things should be in every contract. It goes along with your values as a gym, that if you don't share the same values as us, then you should not be a member at this gym. And that means if you cannot be considerate, If you cannot be nice as a member, it doesn't matter how much you pay for your membership. If that's the case, hire an assistant that's going to clean up after you, because that is not who personal trainers are. That is not who the people working at the gym are. They are not there to help clean up after you just because you pay a lot of money for your membership. So I'm preaching to the choir here, but sing, you know what I'm saying? Sing, choir. It drives me nuts. All right. Number 4. Now, this is a pet peeve of mine, but there are some gyms that love it and they love this and they need it in the gyms, but I can't stand it, and it's chalk. Now, if you are a chalk gym and you got chalk all over everything, then you're a chalk gym and you don't have to worry about this one. Move on. But for those that are not at like a regular gym, and so it's not like an Olympic lifting gym or a powerlifting gym or things like that. It is just a regular old corporate gym, or a gym that prefers that you not use chalk like mine. You got to clean up after yourself if you chalk. You got to clean the bars. You got to clean. There are people doing push-ups with chalk. I know. I don't know if people know what chalk is for. In fact, there are people that train at my gyms. I think that they think chalk just makes them stronger. They just powder themselves up. They chalk their armpits. They chalk their chin. There's chalk on their forearms. I'm like, what are you gripping with your forearm? Nothing. They just think chalk is like Samson's hair, and they put it on. They are super powerful. And when the chalk comes off, they can't even believe they could pick the chalk up to chalk themselves to give them power. It's just the chalk business. It's a bit much. If you're going to do it, clean up after yourself. Clean up. Here's another one. Another one that it just sees. This is like this would make Joey Swole proud, but if filming is allowed in your gyms, be considerate with the filming. When people walk in front of your frames while you're filming, then just know that it's because you're at the gym and their job isn't to watch out for you. It is your job to watch out and not get other people in your shot. So if filming is allowed, then you just cannot be upset when people walk in front of your camera, when they mess the shot. I know you're trying to get your flex on. I know you get a nice peek at the bicep vein and you want other people to see it. And somebody walked right in front when you were at your peak flex. But y'all, filming in a place where there are other people will probably indicate that there are other people that walk in front of the filming, that walk behind, they get in front. It happens. So if you really want to get your flex on without anybody else being there, go home and do it, and then post it from there. All right. Let's look at another one. If you miss the garbage, if you miss the towel bin, and you know that you missed it, listen, I know you're making shots, right? But just like in basketball, when you miss a shot, you need to follow up. So all of this kind of goes back to putting stuff away or being clean, being neat, being nice, and being considerate. So follow up. All right. Don't yell, drop, slam if it's not a powerlifting type of gym. There's some gyms where they slap each other on the face and the shoulders and pick up their shirt and smack them in the belly. And they do weird things and they seem to be evil to each other. And they yell. And then they lift heavy weights and they are successful. And if that is the gym that you're training at, then that's allowed. But y'all, you can't just be like, let me go up in this regular old corporate gym or a personal training gym or all of these different types of gyms out of character. When you do that, it makes other people uncomfortable, right? We're the one that complains, we get the complaints, but here's the other thing. You ready? If that happens and somebody comes up to you and says, hey y'all, this is not that type of gym. We don't do that. Don't get mad. Don't get upset if you get called out for doing what is not allowed or not welcomed at that gym. I pay a membership here too. So does every everybody else. And there are expectations, just like there's a business culture. Every gym has a different vibe and culture to it. And you cannot come in and provoke that vibe because people are going to get upset. And I know that you want to slap and yell and scream, and that's a thing, but like, it may not be your thing at this gym. You might have to use this gym for a different type of workout, the not so yelly, slappy, noisy ones. If it's allowed at your gym, then do it. That's your thing. Everybody think, oh man, that's cool. That guy's getting really into it. And then they watch. They think that's amazing. But if it's not allowed, don't get mad. When did this start happening? That every time somebody says, hey, this is not allowed. Hey, can I ask you not to do that? Oh. Entitled. Oh. Just bring it down, man. When did it become so difficult to say, oh, my bad, I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. I get carried away. If it happens again, I'm not intentional. Just follow up and let me know if I'm doing it again, and I'll try to keep it down. Sometimes it just happens, and I'm anyway. If it happens again, let me know. I'm doing my best. Why is that hard? When did that become such a challenge for people in society in general, but specifically speaking at the gym? Just like, don't get mad. If you get called out, just be like, oh, okay, sorry, I didn't know. I thought I could. And we said, no, that is not welcome here. And you go, okay, sorry about that. I'll do my best, man. I'm not trying to ruffle any feathers. All right. Next one, clean up your spills, preferably not with gym towels. Most places have paper towels or rags or mops or people that work there that you can call on to clean up bigger spills. But what we don't want as gym owners is for you to take our gym towels and clean up coffee, or even if it's water, the gym floor, it can be mopped every day. And you take a white towel and water and you wipe a black rubber gym mat, it's going to be black on the towels. And so what we do is we take our nice towels and we turn them to rags, and we cannot use them anymore. And there's, it's between usually $10 and $18 per towel. And so that's a very expensive cleanup. We don't appreciate it. So we would like for you to call on somebody, get a paper towel, find some rags, get a mop, get somebody with a mop to come and help out. All right. Number 10, lounging on the machine. I'm numbering all of these things. And that's my brother's dog. That's Raven. She's calling out some neighbors walking by. Lounging on machines or spaces that others may want. I greatly appreciate that you guys are taking the time and holding up things at the gym, but I'm doing a podcast right now. All right. That's my nephew. So taking up space on the gym, sitting on the leg press machine, taking up a squat rack, and just holding up inside the squat rack, doing exercises in the racks like your ab exercises or the bicep curls in places where that is. Clearly, there are many other places in the gym you can do that, so the squat rack's not ideal. So lounging on the machines and doing that stuff, just moving on. And I also say just like limiting phone calls. Definitely don't stream out loud, playing videos out loud. All of that stuff, super rude. Just being on phone calls where you're talking, it's different. It's different. I don't care who you are. It's different if you're having a conversation with somebody at the gym versus you on the phone. I only get to hear one side of the conversation. If I can only hear one side of the conversation, I don't want to hear it at all. I need two people there talking, but I don't want anybody on speakerphone. I need you to be in person with a friend if I'm going to hear you talking. Don't be on a phone. That's rude. That's rude. Eating food, generally food that is warm, heated food that has aroma, breakfast sandwiches coming in with your bacon and eggs. There are a lot of people in the gym that are struggling with things, and you're going to come in and you're going to have the aroma of a bacon, egg, and cheese on a croissant. You're going to give people a hard time. I got to talk to trainers sometimes about this. Like, please don't bring in your chicken and rice, or warm it up and sit on the gym floor and eat it because it smells, and it smells delicious. And don't nobody want to smell your delicious food right now. It just makes a lot of people angry, hangry, hangry. All right. A couple more things. Shower. Why do I need to say these words? Shower and do laundry. Do your laundry. We had this happen at the gym. This guy, he brought the same clothes. He just left them in his locker, and then he would spray them with something to try to make them not smell. So it just smelled like awful and spray on top of the awful, which is even worse. And that's a hard one to have a conversation about. And nobody at the gym knew how to handle it. And we had to bring in consultants and HR from the headquarters at this gym that I worked at to try to figure out, how do you handle it when somebody doesn't smell good? We could literally smell him on, they would be 2 floors away. I remember I walked into the gym one day and I said, "Is that guy here?" And they said, "Yeah." And I was like, he's nowhere to be seen. I can just smell him when I walked in. That was a very difficult situation to handle, but it needs to be handled. Shower and do laundry. Don't come in smelling with body odor or with old sweaty clothes. All right. And the last thing is just to follow up from the first thing. Be nice and be considerate. It is unfortunate that common sense is not as common as we would like to believe. So be very aware of who you are, the people around you, your surroundings, your environment, the gym type, the experience that people expect, that management expects in those facilities, and play well in the sandbox with others. All right. I know this didn't help y'all. Y'all are good. But what I would like is, if there's a follow-up episode, then I will fill that episode up with yours. What are your pet peeves when it comes to etiquette at the gym? Hit me up on Instagram at dr.rickrichey, or you can email me, rick.richey@nasm.org. Like, subscribe, share with your fitness friends and family. And if you can do me a favor, go on to those platforms that you listen to and leave a 5-star review, add comments. Those are very helpful, and it helps us increase our listenership. So if you could do that for me, that would be delightful. Thanks so much for listening. Y'all keep inspiring people to fitness. This has been the NASM-CPT Podcast.